Okay. Uh,
Okay.
okay. In the last session, I have discussed with data binding. Okay. So in the binding, I will discuss interpolation, property binding, event binding, and two-way binding. Okay. Interpolation means I I I create the variable in the TS and assign the value in the
Hmm.
TS and show in the browser, means CSS HTML page.
G.
HTML. Okay, this is a one-way binding. Okay, property binding
Hmm.
also is a one-way binding, but it will work with DOM. But it
Hmm.
interpolation will work with string, but it will work with
Yes.
DOM. This is a difference on
Okay.
interpolation and property binding.
Okay.
Okay, after that
Yes.
event binding, when click the event, then this called event binding only. No
Okay.
confusion here. Okay, after that,
Any document you're creating. Yeah.
yeah, same things you are right in jQuery.
JavaScript.
Anything you can do same things on here. Click,
Yes.
create the event and click, call
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
event same only in the TS file.
Yes. Yes.
And after that
Yes.
we have next binding is two-way binding. Two-way binding, when you
Yes.
enter the value in the text box, then parallelly will show on the browser. There is a
Hmm.
two-way binding. Okay,
Okay.
ng model is also is directive. Okay, this is a directive,
Okay.
but this directive, how to use this directive in the binding. So in this way, we have when assign the value ng model based
Hmm.
on the input ng model name, when type
Hmm.
name it, then same time
Hmm.
display value on the browser. This is a two-way binding.
Hmm.
Okay, this is a
Okay.
pre-built built-in directive. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
okay. Then next will start directive. Today will
Okay.
start directive. How?
And the attribute binding, you was discussing attribute routing, attribute binding, but the code
Attribute.
has been disconnected.
Yes. Attribute binding. Yes, okay. I will discuss in the directive also. Same things on here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Nice.
When you start directive, then on there we can discuss all things.
Okay.
Then then main question is why need to directive? Okay.
Hmm.
Suppose that
Hmm.
we have HTML. Okay. We have
Okay.
HTML, and if you some HTML like when suppose first discuss with the definition, then after that we have uh, give the example.
Basically, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
first suppose that we have some HTML on the browser. Okay, we have
Hmm.
some extra feature in that HTML.
Hmm.
So extend the power of existing HTML markup, means existing HTML, we need to increase the existing HTML, extend the existing HTML. Okay, for that we can use
Hmm.
directive. Change the
Hmm.
appearance and behavior. If you want to change the DOM element behavior, okay, behavior and
Hmm.
appearance
Hmm.
means
Hmm.
how to show or how to hide, how to display, in which color display. Okay, these
Hmm.
things you
Hmm.
can appearance and behavior of the DOM you can change through the directive. Okay,
Okay.
after that
Hmm.
there are four type of directives. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
first is a component directive. Okay, so then
Okay.
component uh, can is okay, component directive. Okay, so suppose that
Hmm.
this is a class. Okay, nothing
Hmm. Hmm.
on here, nothing on here.
Hmm.
This is only class.
Hmm.
This is only
Hmm.
class, correct? Okay,
Correct.
suppose you remember in the .NET Core, you remember
Hmm.
attribute routing. Okay,
Yes, yes.
on the
We
class
define
level.
the URL on the controller level,
Correct,
class
correct.
level. Yes, correct.
Okay, this is a attribute
Hmm.
writing,
Hmm.
this is a controller, this is a area, something. Okay,
Yes, yes,
same thing
yes.
on there is a class. Same things on here. This is a
Hmm.
class. Okay,
Hmm.
above
Hmm.
this things is a this is a
Component.
this is a component, means this is a directive
Hmm.
type of component.
Okay.
Which type of
Okay.
directive? This is a component directive. In this
Okay.
directive, we have in this component we have passed this selector, import,
Mm,
template URL, and style URL.
mm,
These things we can use in the component directive. Okay, these
okay.
things we can use in the component directive. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
after that. After that, this is a component directive. Okay, after that we have
Mm,
talk about the structure directive. Structure directive alter layout by adding. Okay, you can you
mm,
can add layout, update layout through the structure
mm,
directive like ng, okay, ng4, ng
mm,
switch.
mm,
Through this you can
okay.
update html, add html, or
Mm, mm,
something you can add on. Okay, through the structure
okay.
directive. After that
Okay.
we have attribute directive.
Mm,
Directive also you can change the style. Okay, or
mm,
okay, change the style, class. Okay, change the behavior of the current element. Means
mm,
it will show red, it will show hide, it will show board, or something you can add on style or class through the attribute route
mm,
directive. Through the attribute
mm,
directive. Okay,
mm.
after that this is a built-in, this is a this directive is built-in.
Inbuilt.
Build, okay,
Okay.
so after that you can say we have created the custom directive also. Okay, if
Mm,
you want we can create the
mm,
custom directive also. Okay,
mm,
so
mm.
first start with the component directive. Okay, this is
Okay.
component directive is a only for, this is a built-in, just this is a built-in. Okay, so this is a component directive. Through this is you are saying that this is a component. This is a
Mm,
component. We are saying this is a component. That's
mm.
component directive. Okay,
Okay.
we
Mm,
can say through this component we are doing all things, but component
mm,
directive, because
mm.
yes, okay, just I create one more component. I create the one component or directive we can create on here.
Hello. So component directive is only just hello.
Yes, yes, tell me.
Yeah. Component directive is held to build the page in a systematic way. You
Yeah,
can say.
uh, sorry, can you tell me again?
Uh, I'm saying that component directive helped us to develop the page in a standard way. Like as per the
Yeah,
definition
yes,
written there,
this
no
is a,
standard.
yes, this is a component directive is a way of use this parameter, right? This parameter a root, this is a selector. Okay, we can use in the
Mm-hmm.
component directive, we can use selector. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
on here we
Mm-hmm.
need to import. Okay, this is a import fee. um, you remember I uh, um, tell you about the standalone component module.
Standalone component, yes. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So then this is a on import and template URL and style URL. This is inside the component. Okay, these things we can
Mm-hmm.
use in the application. This is a standard in for the component directive. For the component directive,
Okay.
this is a standard.
Mm-hmm.
Through this selector, we can use this component in another component, from another component on this component through this selector. This is selector. Okay, in this uh, inside the component directive we can write all this code. Okay, mainly code we
Mm-hmm.
can write the component directive. But to suppose that we will talk about the component directive. Okay, and we will talk about custom directive. Okay, structured, this is
Mm-hmm.
a, like we have saying that mm, One second. Before that, we have need to discuss about before that we talk about the decorator. Deco decorator. Okay. Decorator. How many type of decorator we have? We have one is a component 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 decorator. Okay. Second is directive. Okay. Directive decorator. Third is a pipe decorator. Okay. Type of decorator. This is a class decorator. Okay. After that we have function method decorator. Method decorator. Okay. This is like a host decorator. Host listener. Host listener. This is decorator. And we have field decorator. Field decorator like input, 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 output. Like this is a field decorator. Okay, this is a class decorator. So then, okay, then this is a class decorator. Okay, this is a class decorator. Okay, component component is a class decorator. Okay, this is a class decorator. Same is a directive. Directive also is a class decorator. When you have created the component, so then component is used in the application for the mainly UI purpose. Okay, when you some like before I discussed that when I some change the DOM feature update add or some in existing HTML, then we use the uh, directive decorator. Okay, and we have some same like we can use for the pipe decorator class. This is a so first I discuss on here by create the one directive on here. I have created the one directive ng generate directive sample. Okay. I first generate component directive sample for the example of directive directive sample. Okay, directive sample. Okay, and I create this directive sample, and this is a directive symbol, and I will use the directive symbol in the on here. On here we can use like we can use this directive through the selector. We can use on here. Actually, we have show the directive on here. Directive means I only give the name. This is a component. Okay, this is a component. Through this component, through the selector, I will show the directive component. Directive I give only name on here. Directive sample. This is component. So in the app component that HTML. Okay, just I run on here. ng build. What the use of a is a non-element. You are saying that okay, we need to include this directive. Mhm. Import import from okay a directive sample. Okay, and on here we have write directive sample component and use this component on here. Then build. Okay, then ng serve. Okay, this is already running. Okay, then localhost colon 4200 4200. This is not running. No. Okay. Again, server not running. Okay, this is use some another code. Okay. Then run this localhost. Okay. This will show on here directive sample work. Okay. I use the directive from I use the directive from directive. This is a component only. I saw this on here. Then I will work. I give the example on this component. Okay. Then I open this directive and write the code on here. How to I will give the example for the different directives on here. First, I will give the example of Okay, I give the example on here. Suppose I write the HTML. Okay, on here we have write the input. Okay, on we have
Okay.
write the input on here. Okay, ng number
Mm,
ng model. Okay, on here
mm,
input take I will number. Suppose that key
mm,
we have number odd and even. Okay, odd and even. Suppose enter the number one. Okay, this number is even
mm,
or odd.
mm.
Based on we have show the
Okay.
on if ng if num divide by 2, num divide by num percent, and this is a num divide by 2.
Mode.
Yeah, the num mod by 2 is equal to 0, then
Mm,
even. Okay,
mm,
then this block will execute. Okay, on here we have
mm.
changed. This is a naming
Okay.
block. Okay, then
Mm,
okay, this
mm,
block will execute. This is a naming block or else block. Okay,
mm.
then
Okay.
after that after that this execute, otherwise is block execute. This is a template. Ng template is used for the rendering the content only. For this is for only for the content. Suppose that key we have write when this code is rendering, this line
Mm.
will not show on there. This line will not show on there. Okay, inside this only show. This is for the rendering purpose. Content show for the as a condition. Okay, this is not
Okay.
show on the browser.
Okay.
And same things over on here. If true, then this block is show. If false,
Mm.
then this block will show. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
same things I will show on here. And that concept actually this is a you understand the reservoir. Okay, in the
Mm,
MVC
mm.
at the rate if. Okay,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
this is a latest thing. Actually, this is a NGF. This is a old
Mm,
string. But in the future will come this at the rate if. This
mm,
is a Razor syntax. Okay, in the
mm.
HTML. This will come in some after
Okay.
some time. Okay, then same things
Mm,
on here. I'm doing if at the rate num divided by two is equal to zero. Okay, then will
mm,
this is a
mm.
num even. If else
Mm.
this is a odd. Same things will I am showing
Okay.
same things on here. Okay,
Okay.
this is a
Okay.
structure. This is a if I will discuss with the
It's later.
structure directive inside this if condition. Okay, if
Okay.
condition. Okay.
Even hold on.
Hmm.
ng template is a predefined syntax.
Yeah, this is a predefined syntax. This is a Angular syntax. This is a
Okay.
predefined syntax. This is a
So like a
inside the
div. If
this
we
is in,
if we create a div in HTML, so we in the Angular we
yeah,
use a ng template,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You can use ng template. Ng template is
Okay.
used for the suppose that ki if else condition. Suppose if you want to show age any condition, suppose that
Mm-hmm.
if you when you multiple tabs and so hide, then you can use ng template. Like on here, this is a
Mm-hmm.
ID. Okay, on ID will
Mm-hmm.
come in zero, then will show this is true. Otherwise, this is true. Okay, based on condition, this will
Mm-hmm.
hide so. Based on condition, this will hide so ng template this ID. Okay, this base when zero, then true. This true. Okay, else this
Mm-hmm.
true. This hide. Only one condition is true. Okay, if
Okay.
it same condition only this is same line we have write on here if else condition. This is a Razor syntax. Okay,
Okay.
okay, same things
Okay.
I am showing for the ng4. ng4
Okay.
this is a for ng4 we have write ng4
Mm.
like we have we have suppose that ki, we have some color. I go give the write the code in the HTML in TS file. Okay, just we have give the example of products I have. Actually, I want to
I think
show
model
the
classes,
actually I want to show
model.
the example of product based on and show the data on here in ng4 how to show display data. So for that we create
Mm,
the one model. Okay, I create the one
mm,
model on here. I have create the ng generate model. Okay,
um,
models.
product
Yeah, I create the folder. Just I want to create the folder.
as a
So
model.
this is a model. Okay, I remove these things on here. Okay,
Mm,
I create the folder. Okay, inside the
mm,
folder we have created the one product product.ts. Okay,
mm, mm.
inside this I have created the some properties.
Yes.
I have created some properties on here. This is a
Mm,
product ID, product code, product name, and price. Okay, these things you are
mm.
understand constructor.
Yes,
This
yes.
constructor parameter constructor. Okay, there we have two.
Mm,
This concept is used in the overloading concept. Okay, you
yes, yes.
understand previously. This is a
Yeah.
default, and on here is a parameter, and based on
Mm.
parameter only I pass on here. This is a okay.
Conditions
Oh yeah,
mapping the values to the model property.
correct. Then on here use product.
You need to import the file in the above
Yeah,
in the component.
maybe this name is name product. Okay, mm, you create. Okay, then
Mm. Inject
uh,
Angular.
okay. Some issue on. I describe one by one. Okay.
Mm.
Actually, on here, this is a you forget all things on here. You only show on here. I open the HTML. Open the HTML. Actually, on here we have
Mm.
show this drop down.
Mm.
Okay, we have show this drop down.
Mm.
Selected color. Okay, on here this is a
Mm.
selected color. Selected color. This is a selected color. Okay, this is a red. Okay,
Mm.
this will
Mm. Mm.
this will show on here by default. This is selected. This is selected, but
Okay.
on color, on here we have color. On here we have color.
Yeah.
Color I have red,
Yes.
green, blue.
Yes.
Okay,
Three.
there is a three color.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and I have
Okay.
show the data in the list. So then I have create the product array, and the product array I have three parameter. Three, three,
Mm.
three laptop, monitor, mobile. We have eight three
Mm.
product in this object and push. Okay, and push this
Mm.
product and of okay, these things you can only
Mm.
understand, and this will
Yeah.
data show on the page. Okay, product and color, this color
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
show the
Yeah.
drop down.
You have
Okay,
explained this thing before. Before you
okay,
have
this this
explained
this is
before.
a drop down. Okay, on here
Mm.
we'll see
Mm.
colors name, the red,
Mm.
green, this is
Mm.
also in the drop down, and this is a selected
Mm.
selected color is red. Okay, this you can
Yeah.
understand, and these things we are show in the in the list. What is the list on here? Okay, so on this
Mm.
syntax is a razor syntax. For you can same
Mm.
things you can this is a angular ng5 you can show
Mm.
also these things syntax. Okay, both things, both syntax you can show this
Okay.
syntax. This syntax also show, and this is a simple syntax because I am using this syntax in the MVC, correct, at the rate
Correct.
4. But this syntax is an angular. In the future this will come.
Mm.
Okay, then okay, then run this application. Then run this application. Ng if ng sir. Okay, I want only show
Mm.
on here ng4 because I want show on here ng4. This is a custom structural directive. cannot bind ng model. This is not a known property of input. We may need to bind on here one on here. This is a another module form module
Mm.
because ng4 will come in the form module.
Okay.
This is form module. Yeah, this is a form module will come in the form module. Okay, and I add these things on here. Then will run. Then will open. Then error will go. Okay, cannot bind color since it's not a property of div. Not a property of div. Line number. My color. My color. uh, okay. Okay.
Below.
Uh, T.
Below. In the 4, you have divided the NG color.
This things is only for the example.
No, below in the 4, NG4.
Line number 78. Line number
Yes.
78.
Yeah.
78. Yes, on here.
This is not
I
color.
comment this line code. No need. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Then I have these things I am showing on here. Okay. This is a NGP
Mm.
example. Suppose I have 8 on here 1. This is a odd. Correct.
Mm.
I enter on
Mm.
here 2. This is a even.
So,
So based on the
mm.
condition, okay, based on
Mm.
condition, output will come on here even or odd. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this
Mm.
is a ngif directive.
Mm.
This is a ngif
Okay.
directive. We will show on also second line will not execute on here. These things actually this will execute, but this will not execute on here. Why? Num. Okay. Num divided by 0, then even plus odd. This will not showing on here. Even support I write only 1. Okay. 1 means 1 this will show, but this line will not show on here. Means when a num divided by 2, then name it block. Okay. And otherwise is block. This will not showing on here. G block. Why not showing this? Okay. Okay, first I comment all things code on here. On it. I remove our code on here. Example only 1. Okay.
One day is missing. Okay.
Format code and okay. Then ngif and this will show. Then open the code.
One day is missing actually.
One day, sorry.
One div
ng.
is closing div, yeah, and one div closing
Okay.
div tag is missing.
Yeah. Okay. Then cannot bind ng if is cannot property of div. Okay. Means we need to some another directive like common module. Okay. We need directive on here. Common module also. Common. Actually, inside common module, form module is used for the common module common module inside the common module ng if ng for and decimal pipe.
Mm.
This will come inside this common module. Okay. Due to that
Okay.
reason,
Okay.
maybe this issue is coming on there. Okay. Then will is okay. Okay. This do
Mm.
two value on
Yeah.
here. On here, two. This is a even. One. This is a odd. Correct. So
Yes.
then one code is execute uh, for this code. Okay. This
Mm.
code is
Mm.
different. Okay. Through this we can
Mm.
show ng template and through the resolution text we can show.